favorite part about this class is you have a lot of freedom and you can use a lot of your creativity for the projects that we do.
I'm Abigail Emmerling, and I run the 2 mile, the 1 mile, and the 800, and I'm a senior.
I'm Alec Wyatt, and I'm a senior, and I run the 1600 and the 4x800 relay.
I'm Sam Dupre, I'm a senior, and I run the 800, the mile, and the 4x8 relay.
With this being your guys' senior year, is there any pressure on you guys during the events to push yourselves harder, to run better, do anything different from what you've been doing previous years?
I think throughout the years, like starting as a little freshman, you kind of just get this ability to want to do better, and you just kind of, from the coaches and everything, you want to improve yourself and teach yourself something.
I think there's definitely pressure, but it's all about what you put on yourself as well. I think being senior year, you want to make it memorable, but also you got to understand that, it's not just you out there, there's everybody else, so you can't necessarily be focused on the pressure on yourself because there's everybody out there too.
I personally feel more pressure just because I put a lot of pressure on myself. I want to do good and feel good after a race, and I want to make my teammates proud, my parents proud, and the coaches proud. So I put a lot of pressure on myself, but I think to an extent it can be good for yourself.
I think as a team and as being older, it's a good thing to inspire them because they kind of look up to you in a way, and they're like, wow, I want to get to where they are, and it's like you can, and by being there and just being a good team, or being a good, sorry,
And we're back. We are right now looking at the 4x8 with boys and girls. Right now, it seems like everybody's trying to fill each other out, trying to finish the race.
Empire runner raising his baton up in the air, showing the amount of strength that he has, perseverance he has in this meet right now. He's definitely not giving up. A lot of the energy is pretty good right now. Nobody seems to be gassed right now. They're giving it all, maintaining a very good speed.
Cienega seems like it's slowing down right now.
Currently with their 2 top runners. Empire, I believe Cienega is leading the way right now with their 2 top. No Empire runner inside of a Cienega player. The gap is pretty
player
great.
is 4th place right now.
Currently, he is in 4th place right now. Cienega girls doing great right now, or actually, the Empire girls are doing great right now, leading the way.
That girl is trucking. She does not care about any of the boys on this field.
Definitely.
Seems to be like this Cienega track runner is sprinting down the last 100 meters.
Oh, as he hands the baton off to Captain Alec White, he takes off with a strong start, coming out the gate really fast, not slowing down at all, being followed by Jacob Hall. Right behind him, two captains of the Cienega track team.
Pass off.
Alec Hall is also one of our members of the Bobcat TV, one of the good seniors of our Bobcat TV.
And another Anna.
Cienega runner Alec White's currently leading in this run right now, the 4x8, he's ahead of Jacob Hall, which are both ahead of the Empire runner.
He's on his last 100 coming down really fast.
He's striding
Coming
it
in
out.
strong.
He is striding out. Finish out, Alec.
He is
One more
moving,
lap.
man.
He has one more lap.
One
Down
more
coming
lap.
down
Come on, Alec.
Guys. Let's go, Alec. Keep it up. Jacob Hall following closely behind as he's starting to close the distance between the 2. But Alec definitely not slowing down at all. He's trucking through this.
He doesn't seem like he's running out of energy at all.
Not at all. As Connor Tipping coming right behind Jacob Hall, coming up to his last lap currently right now.
And Alec is still striding it out. Looks like he's slowing down a little bit, but it doesn't seem like it that much. Jacob Hall is slightly behind him, as the Empire girl is also in front of Alec.
Seems to
Sorry, go ahead, Swan.
seems to be Jacob Hall is coming up pretty quick on Alex.
His turnover is gaining on him. They're both runners' turnovers are still looking great right now. Don't seem to be slowing down one bit, not a step. As Alec passes the women's Empire runner.
He's coming on his last 100 meter right now. He's striding it out.
One thing we have to say about the Empire runner, she is getting tired. You can tell, letting these two boys gain up on her.
The Cienega girl is about to pass up the Empire girl right now.
Oh, no.
As Alec comes across the finish line to finish out his 4x1,
There we
his
go.
4x800. Great run by Alec and Jacob Hall both.
The Empire girl
Amazing.
coming back on it.
As the Empire girl just passed Cienega's. Connor Tipping coming into his last lap also, finishing right behind Jacob Hall. And that will conclude the 4x800 for the Cienega Bobcats for the males. As we're coming up to the end of the 4x800, the female Empire and Cienega females are both looking to finish out this race strong, perseverance. Cienega runner definitely coming up onto the Empire runner. She's definitely, her turnovers looking nicer than the Empire runners, really striding it out, really showing off her
They're coming
strength.
around their last 200.
The thing about running these laps at these like weather conditions, the wind really takes all the air out of your throat, makes it really dry. So it's hard. It's sometimes hard to breathe. It makes the runners really tired.
And also they should be beginning to feel the wind resistance, which is heavy.
And holding them back, to where, which makes it very much harder to run.
Exactly.
It makes it feels like there's more weight on your shoulders than it should be.
Yes, sir.
As the Empire women's track team finishes the 4x800 and follows closely behind. Or no, sorry about that, guys. They have one more lap to go. Sorry about that. Correction. Definitely, Empire runner definitely enlarging her gap upon the Cienega player. She does have longer legs, which allows her to stride out more, gain more distance.
But the Cienega runner could be holding her strength for when she comes around this last 200 and then speed off.
She could possibly be.
I don't know anymore because the Empire girl has at least good couple. She has a good distance between them.
No, the Cienega runner is definitely holding her endurance. She is not trying to get tired right now. Because when they hit that loop, I bet you she's going to come in strong.
Yep, as soon as she hits that last 200, she's saving her endurance and stamina so that
she's going to have to pick it up really
fast. Yeah, her
there.
turnover's picking up right now currently as the Empire runner is still striding out, maintaining a nice steady pace, really long strides.
All right, this Cienega girl has to pick it up right now. She wants to try to catch it up.
Looks like come on, pick up your feet. Pick up your feet. You're almost there.
And the Empire girl just takes off in that last 100.
As the Empire women's track team, 4x8 concludes their 4x800. Cienega's followed closely behind. Cienega's women losing to Empires by about a margin of, I believe, around 40 seconds or so. Tonight's track meet sponsored by Agero. Safe, smart, driven. To find out more, go to agero.com. Also, we are sponsored by State Farm in Jeff Knoll, and also Pyramid Federal Credit Union. Sponsors tonight for the Cienega Bobcats, as it is their last home meet. Looking to pick up some energy right now from both teams as we are coming up upon
the 100 meter girls hurdles. This is going to be a very interesting event because you got to really pace yourself on these, but you got to be very careful because you can really trip over the top of the hurdles. It's easy to make a mistake and hurt yourself on this, so you got to be really careful.
Especially on a night like this, the tensions are high and the stakes are higher.
Especially since it's senior night, you're trying to do your best.
They're not here.
very chilly day out here, very windy.
got this.
And we are back. We have the results for the male 400. First place Cienega, second place Cienega, third place Empire, and fourth place Cienega.
As the Cienega Bobcats feel all the energy from their home meet, their last home meet, a lot of the seniors led the way for the Cienega Bobcats. Alec White, Jacob Hall, and Connor Tipping. Great run by each of those individuals. They really showed their perseverance and showed why they're captains of their team. Currently, we are preparing for the boys.
Girls 100 meter hurdles.
As we are currently seeing the Cienega Bobcat boys and Empire lining up for the 110 meter hurdles. So just a few facts about the 110 meter hurdles. Dakota Poe currently is the top hurdler for Cienega Bobcats with a best time of 15 seconds for the 110 meter hurdles, followed by Empire's best.
Chris Baxter with 17 seconds.
Well, we had currently received news that Chris Baxter is at the last chance meet at Marana High School, because that's their chance to get back to the state as a state qualifier. Currently, we were watching the Empire boys and Cienega boys warm up right now as they clear the first hurdle. As you guys can tell, it's a very windy day right now. A lot of wind up here, which is really hard on the runners because that causes a lot of resistance against them, making it wind resistance is huge for runners. It causes you to slow down, causes you to use more physical stamina than you typically would in a non-air restricted area.
It just causes you to be pushed back in particular, and you just become slower.
AKA is pretty windy.
Thank you, EJ.
Now we have a good view of the boys warming up. And especially on a day like this, they need to get warmed up.
This is real chilly out here.
So how are the commentators doing today? How are you doing today, Gabe?
I'm doing pretty good. Sitting here watching some track players right now do their thing at Cienega's homecoming. It's pretty awesome. How about you, Dante?
I'm doing pretty good. Seeing like how Cienega's doing during this track meet makes me feel good.
Really representing the school well.
Tedrick, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. You know, man, I'm just out here supporting the team, Bobcat TV, you know.
We have a lot of multi-athletes on the Cienega track team. Dakota Poe playing football. As you can see, he hurdles track really well. I believe he's trying to break his brother's record, Edgar Poe's time in hurdles. Edgar
Poe.
Edgar Poe.
Edgar Poe comes from a athletic family, both of his brothers being on the Cienega football team, varsity. So he has some pretty big shoes to fill tonight.
Also, another fact about the Poe families that currently Christian and Edgar both play football for Army.
Yes.
Division I team.
Go Army. Hoorah!
Hoorah.
Hoorah.
Okay, that's enough.
As we see the Empire and Cienega 110 hurdlers warming up right now, getting their feet placed on the blocks, preparing to launch off and get this event started correctly.
You getting ready?
Pistol up in the air.
And
we're off. Dakota Poe leading the way with a very strong start. Oh, clearing the hurdles very quickly.
Yes. Look at him.
Dakota Poe is first place right now.
like butter. Oh, it's okay, Dakota. Pick him up. Pick him up.
Attaboy, Poe.
There he goes.
As the Cienega Bobcats,
They all finished.
they all finished ahead of the Empire Ravens. Empire Ravens still coming in pretty strong, but definitely definitely a great race for the Cienega Bobcats. Neither of them lost to an Empire Raven in that match right there. Dakota Poe leading the way, obviously,
Dakota
state
Poe
qualifier for this event
Dakota Poe's leading all the way from the get-go.
from the start to finish.
He's just an all-around athlete, man. He pretty much can do anything on the track and field.
He can do anything in football. He lifts like crazy,
Has a crazy vertical,
crazy everything.
Athletic build.
for sure. Athletic build, for sure.
When you come from an athletic family, that's what happens.
See a close-up of Poe right now cheering on the other Empire runners. One thing I have to say about Mr. Poe is that he's a great sportsman.
That he is. Never really, as a football player myself, being on the field with him, he never really talked too much trash. He could let his actions talk for him.
He's very quiet sometimes. Very quiet.
But don't let that fool you. He'll run up on you, as we saw.
Very true.
Very, very true.
All right.
Very true.
I believe we are getting set up for 100-meter girls.
Runner. She is practicing right now, getting warmed up. I'm not sure what she did, but she did it.
As we're currently seeing the Cienega players cleaning up, and also Empire players cleaning up the hurdles as we prepare for the girls 100-meter dash.
Also, a big shout out to our Navy JRTC team, helping us clear out the hurdles. They're a big part of the Cienega High School.
Here we are.
Top runner today with the highlight for the Empire Ravens definitely is going to be Jacqueline Candido. She's a great runner, and she's also just a freshman, guys, and she's competing with some top quality Cienega players. Currently, we see many juniors down there on the Cienega squad, some sophomores, but
It's a freshman.
and some freshmen.
But you got to think
But
that,
she's definitely the girl to be looking forward to into this event.
but you got to think being a freshman that you got a lot of stress on you for being a freshman on a varsity running team
But they do also have a lot of time to get better,
throughout the season.
and especially if they're on varsity as a freshman on the track field, they have to get more extra years to, get better and develop their bodies.
Guns up.
And,
And we're off. As Jacqueline Martin is currently
in second place.
in last place currently, guys, as Cienega leads the way. Dang, Cienega's really had a lot of energy in this event in today's meet, guys. They are definitely killing it. Empire, many of the events Cienega's been leading in has not been small gaps. They've been immensely
Right
big
here
gaps.
we see Kira. Cienegas are really energized today. They are all smiling faces, really turned, just excited.
Right now we see the boys getting warmed up for their 100-meter race. We have Rodney Rogers, Avery,
currently see Jacqueline Candido shaking off. She looks like she's in pain a little bit as I was watching her walk. She's kind of trying to shake her legs a little bit. Maybe she didn't warm up properly. Maybe she pulled a muscle. I'm not sure. We'll see if we see her in later events.
She looks like she's limping really bad right now.
Yeah. From our experience, it kind of looks like a pulled hamstring. Yeah, she just almost fell over right now. Yeah, she's sitting down. She's trying to stretch out. Believe she possibly hurt her calf. That may be a cramp.
Well, I kind of looked, and while she was running, and she looked like when she got like to maybe 75 yards, she started to have a little limp and stuff. So
Maybe that held her back in today's event.
She might have hurt her calf a little bit, or maybe it was a previous injury that
that she never knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And that's what happens in windy conditions and cold conditions such as this. A lot of runners, they don't tend to warm up very well on a typical day that's normally pretty hot here in Tucson. They kind of sleep on it, which causes a lot of individuals to let their muscles get cold and tired, stiff, and it leads to injuries.
Their muscles tighten up and they get hurt themselves.
Currently, we see the boys warming up right now, Empire and Cienega for the 100 meters. One person to highlight on here is definitely Rodney. Sorry, look at his last name real quick. Rodney Rogers. He's definitely a top contender here in today's event. Definitely a really athletic individual. He's also a football player. Really good hands as a wide receiver.
It seems like Jacqueline is walking it off. She seems like she's doing all right. Talk to her coach, seeing what she can do better. Hopefully, then her next event, she'll get first place.
Last call for boys high jump.
Yeah, as we see, one of the Empire trainers giving her an ice pack right now. So yeah, she did hurt herself in that event, which is definitely going to hurt the Empire Ravens because she's definitely a top runner for them, someone that can get them a good leap into the meet, but hopefully we'll be able to see her in later on events.
She did injure her calf.
Getting warmed up for the 100-meter dash. One chilly day out here.
It seems like Rodney Rogers is really prepared for this race. Hopefully to take first place.
And Empire, also another Empire runner to highlight is Devon Hall. He's currently in lane 4 right now. He's definitely one of Empire's top athletes there. He's played football for them. He's a really good DB corner. Currently, I'm not sure if he has any college offers, but we'll see. As they prepare lining up on the starting blocks, gunning it off. And Cienega off to a really good start. Rodney Rogers.
Brian Rodney, your second.
Oh, Rodney coming up on the Empire runner. This is going to be a tight finish, guys. Ooh, and I believe the Empire runner took it.
As you can see, Empire runner is very happy he took first place.
Second from Cienega, Brown.
EJ, who was it? Will?
First in the Academy of Tucson with a winning time of 21.31.
Empire took the 100 meter with the 100 meter sprints. As the Empire winner currently walking off right now. Definitely an athletic build to that individual. Congrats to him.
Built like a horse.
We are about to get set on our way with the second 100-meter dash.
The second heat.
Yes, sir.
As we currently see some, I believe this is the Cienega and Empire JV individuals lining up for this event right now.
Yes.
As we see captains Jake Hall and Alec White holding on the blocks for for the 2 Cienega sprinters in this event, in this heat right now. As they line up on the blocks right now. Gun
We
is
are
raised.
getting ready for the 1600.
Sorry about that. They're getting ready for the next heat of 100.
The gun
They're
is
off.
off. And Cienega leading the way currently as the Empire runner catching him possibly. Nope. Cienega taking it off. Extending the gap. Definitely Cienega is going to be taking this fall closely behind the Empire runner.
Yes, that's yes.
Definitely, you can see how much the wind speed is impacting these individuals. You can see they're having to run harder than they normally do, and they're kind of tensing up a little bit. You can see it, and typically you can see when a runner's tensing up when their face isn't jiggling as they're running. That's typically a sign of them tensing up, being really focused. And
As you can see, all these boys are pooped. They are tired. And not only does the wind affect their running, it affects their vision. A couple of these boys almost hit the Gatorade stand. It would have been a very thirsty night.
just a sip.
We are getting ready for the 1600 meter boys. This is going to be a very, very long race, as there's going to be 4 laps. This is really a test of endurance to see who can last longer than others.
There's a lot of Cienega fans here tonight after this Bobcat track meet.
The runners we have for the 1600 are Christian Delgado,
Christian,
Alec, Jacob Hall,
Alec,
Caleb Dusek for Empire.
Caleb.
Caleb Dusek, another fact about this man, he is the Division III Runner of the Year and also the first team All-Southern Arizona cross-country runner. This man was bred to run these types of events. Definitely great endurance, definitely great physique for this type of event. Really slimmed down, really cut, allowing him to persevere through a lot of the obstacles he'll face as he runs. Typically, as a distance runner, you're going to be a lot smaller, so it's a lot less weight to carry on you, and it's easier on your muscles.
Yes. Ooh, I should have packed a blanket for tonight. It is chilly.
Definitely. We're getting pelted on by the wind right now.
1 lap. Distance runners.
1 lap for the distance runners here.
We are getting ready for the 1600.
and we're off. Caleb Boss is taking the lead.
Caleb Boss is out of there.
Currently, we just seen the 3rd heat of the 100-meter dash. Caleb Boss destroying his competition, putting a great gap between the two. back, guys. Currently, now we see the Cienega boys lining up for the 1600. Connor Tipping, Jake Hall, Christian Delgado, and Alec White. Alec White definitely the captain of the team. Definitely going to be leading the Cienega boys in this event, in my opinion. He's posted the better times.
This is a very interesting event because they go with each other in fours.
Off and they're off.
They're basically racing each other to see who's better than one another.
Great competition between the two individuals as Connor Tipping takes the lead in the run.
Tell that Alex is a distance runner, not.
Sorry about that, guys. Correction, that was another 100. As what I believe in the homecoming event, what we had heard is that a lot of the seniors are going to be running events that they've never really ran before. As you've seen, 4 distance runners running a 100-meter dash and definitely enjoying it. As you can see them laughing as they were coming down the runway. Connor Tippin leading the way for Cienega, followed by Alec White, Christian Delgado, and Jacob Hall last.
A lot of the runners that usually run these events are at the last chance meet,
which is another opportunity for these runners to go to a state meet. They're currently running at Marana High School right now as they seek the opportunity to fulfill their dreams of becoming the #1 runner in the state for whichever event they're doing. This is why we currently see a lot of the Empire runners, or not the Empire runners, the Empire team and Cienega team. We see a lot of seniors who are not here right now who would typically be starting these events off.
Especially being the senior night.
Especially.
We even went to go talk to the coaches to see who's running, what they're about to do. They were like, the Empire team was either hurt or they were at the meet.
Or ineligible.
Or ineligible.
And we're off.
We're doing a 1600-meter girls.
She's not here. Currently, we would see Kylie McGimmons for the Empire Ravens running this event right now, but we had received news that she was hurt and was not running today. That's definitely a big loss for the Empire track team. She was she was a great runner, running the 1600 in 5 minutes 45 seconds and 39 milliseconds. And she was right behind Cienega runner Sayana Johnson, who ran a 5 minute 37 second 1600.
But we see Sierra Watson taking the lead, stepping up for Cienega.
Followed closely behind, with Abigail Emmering following closely behind her. This is her senior night, so we're definitely going to see a lot of energy out of her. She's definitely going to be giving it her all tonight as she's currently coming up upon Watson, probably looking to pass her. And she's definitely, if she's as a smarter runner, she knows she's going to stay behind Watson, allowing Watson to take up a lot of the wind resistance. And what she's going to do is draft right behind her so that she doesn't have to tire her body out as much. Come up to the last 100 meters, she's going to take off right behind her.
Knowing Abby, she will choose the smartest route. That girl is one smart cookie.
Correction on Sierra's last name. It's Sierra Zach, not Sierra Watson. My bad, guys. Her name is Sierra Zach. I believe she's still in the league. She might get passed up by our own Cienega runner, but the thing about this event is really long. I don't know how runners can do this, how they can last that long.
I'd be dying on the first 100 meters.
The curves are the worst part, probably. And then you got to get around, and you see that long line of 100 meters standing right in front of you, dead in the face. It's either you're going to quit or you're going to finish. And we see Sierra Zach still in first place on her second lap, coming up on her second lap.
This girl is not playing around with anybody.
She is also in cross country, so she's probably is used to this.
Her and Abby are in cross country. They're used to endurance. Because this is just a game of endurance. It doesn't matter if you're faster, if you're slower. If you can last it, this is your game.
This is also a mind game. You gotta think, come with mentality, like you can finish, you can do it. You gotta keep it going. You just can't stop. Sierra Zach's taking a very big lead with one Abby coming kind of close to her, but Sierra Zach's really taking the lead on this one. She's on her third lap, I believe.
Yeah, currently this is her third lap right now. Followed behind by Abby Hemmering and another Cienega runner. The girls' Empire runners are currently not doing so well, guys. You can already see that they're very gassed. Their turnover isn't as fast as you would see in the beginning of the race. It's definitely slowing down, but they still have some great arm movement, so we may be able to see a come up if they kick into high gear and get themselves going.
Sierra Zach has not slowed down at all. She's still pushing. She's still going. She's still got one more lap to do.
She's going hard like Duracell batteries.
Very true. Both of the Empire girls are in second. Both Empire girls are last. One Empire girl's in fourth place.
Currently, she's in fourth place.
The other two are in sixth and seventh place right now. One of our own Cienega members are in fifth place. She's obviously tired. She probably still is tired from the 4x8. Probably took a lot out of her, but she's still pushing through. Sierra Zach pushing it. Keeps on pushing.
Definitely. She hasn't slowed down one bit, guys. We can see the endurance, we can see the perseverance on her face. She's definitely very confident in what she does, and she's a very smart individual. She knows how to run this event. She definitely held up in the beginning to help allow her to kick it off in the end. Really turn over.
Sierra Zach's on the last 200.
Come on, Sierra. Let's go, girl.
Sierra's on the 100 meters. Let's go, Sierra.
Oh, we can hear her family in the stands. They ain't playing. They said we coming out to win.
Now she's finishing out strong. I think she's going even a little bit faster. Abby's right behind her, too. She's going to finish on her last 100.
She's storming down the line, too, pretty quick.
She's going to finish out her last 1600 in
There we
second
go.
place, right behind Sierra Zach.
Good job, Sierra.
Both of these Cienega girls have very great endurance.
And then here we see Abby. Come on, Abby.
Good job. She didn't seem to lose a step in the race whatsoever. She kept a very good pace, very strong with it. As we see another Cienega player or runner come across the finish line right now, followed by an Empire Raven, followed by our very own Cienega runner, and the two Empire runners in the back. They really didn't have a really good start nor finish to this event, guys. They really weren't ready for this. Honestly, I would take a gander and say this is not their typical event. I believe both these individuals may be sprinters, but who knows. But today, they did not come out prepared to run.
As we can see, our two runners are taking a big break because they ran their heart out tonight. Both of them are hunched over trying to get their air back, but they fought hard.
Congrats to Sierra Zach finishing first by a large margin.
Yeah. As we currently see them coming across the finish line, being cheered on and helped out by the other Cienega members. Great run by those two individuals. Good job by them. Hat is tilted towards them.
We would like to take the time. Oh,
What?
we're about to get started with the 1600 meter boys. And they're off.
As we see a large pack of individuals. Sorry about that, guys. As we see a large pack of individuals start this match up. Seeing a runner leading the pack currently.
I believe that's Empire.
Or actually, excuse me, that is Empire. Actually, I believe that's Caleb Dusky, guys.
Here we
Yes,
go,
sir.
Caleb. He's the
Definitely, we
best.
really expected this from this guy. He's the obviously, as I mentioned earlier, Division III cross country runner of the year, and also he is the first team All Southern Arizona runner. This man definitely has great endurance, definitely perfect physique for this type of event with a great stride currently, as we see. Great turnover, not slowing up one bit, and I don't believe he will slow up one bit in this race at all.
He doesn't even look like he's trying right now.
Definitely looks like he is holding a lot in the tank for the later on in this event. Falls behind. Nobody else has really jumped up ahead to catch him at all. They're kind of all staying together in a pack as some of the individuals start falling behind. But these are currently JV players with a lot of time to grow and get better as they become seniors and lead this team.
But Caleb looks like he's not even trying. He looks like he's just jogging. He even looks like he's trying to do.
It's a little brisk run, a Sunday run. But if you see that how the Empire plays, they wait for one person to get up to them and then they take the heat. They are playing off of each other. Cienega is not really taking a strategy to this game. They're all just like in a huddle.
Caleb is taking this by the horns.
Caleb is not playing with anybody. This is nothing. This is cake.
As Caleb comes up on his last 100 meter on his first lap, I believe he's going to keep the lead. Not seeing anybody close to catching him. Second place is another Empire runner. Third place is Cienega. Fourth place Cienega. Fifth place is Cienega.
Cienega needs to spread up. They are in too tight of a clutch. They need to spread out and start making ways up to Empire run.
Definitely, as we're coming up to the third lap, I really want to see some Cienega runners get ahead of each other, start to close the gap between them and Caleb Dusky, but this does not seem like it's going to happen, as Caleb Dusky definitely leading the pack easily right now, and he hasn't changed his pace whatsoever, guys. His turnover is exactly the same. Great arm movement. Doesn't even look like he's panting hard whatsoever, guys.
He's doing what Sierra Zach did for the girls. He's keep staying focused. He's not giving up. It's a daily thing for him. I have no doubt he's going to finish first.
As we had anticipated earlier.
Well, I mean, you never know. I know the other players are behind him, but they could, you know, be pacing themselves to come around on the last lap.
It could possibly be.
With the clock is ticking.
It is.
Caleb's coming on his second lap.
Followed by another Empire runner, followed by the cluster of Cienega.
I believe one of our Cienega members are hurt, or they are getting really tired right now. I believe Caleb is picking up the pace really fast right now. striding it out, and he's about to pass up one of the Cienega members in last.
He's attempting to currently overlap a Cienega runner right now, guys. That is amazing. Typically don't see that in this kind of race.
Looks like the Cienega member is tired or hurt, and I believe he's about to overlap another runner in this race.
He is not playing. I bet you $5. He's going to do another lap. He's not playing with anybody. Outlapped his own teammate.
This is definitely an easy run for him, guys. Definitely never slowed down once, never had an intense breathing moment, kept his breathing calm and cool. Great arm movement as he crosses the line right now, finishing the race with a great time.
That was
good
fast.
job for him.
That was really fast.
He's even got some of the Cienega people on his side.
As he's followed by, I believe, no, that's not Gabe
Academy.
Martin. Sorry
Academy.
about that, guys. Academy? I don't know.
See the cluster of Cienega going past the finish line. See Coach Burnham clapping him up.
We still have three members of the race still trying to finish it out. We have 2 members of Empire and 1 member of Cienega in last place. One coming up on their last 100, one coming up on the last 200, and one coming up on the last 200.
One thing about the last Cienega runner, he is not giving up. Even though he slowed down and he's trying to catch his breath, he's going to finish this race hard.
Maybe the Cienega runner in last place is not really used to this event. Like we said, a lot of the members of the Cienega track team are at the last chance meet at Marina. So let's see him finish out last 100.
As we see our last Cienega runner coming up on his last lap, definitely good finish for him, guys. He didn't give up throughout the race at all. He persevered, overcame the adversity, and he finished his race off strong as he picks up the pace to finish off his last lap.
He is a better player than me because I would have had sat down by now.
Heard that.
And then we see the team clapping him up.
This is a short call for boys and girls 400 meters.
We would like to take this time to thank one of our sponsors, Pizza Hut.
Please report
Pizza's really
boys
good.
and girls
Go out and get some.
400 meters. Thank you.
I wish I had some warm pizza right now.
Are we off now?
It's freezing cold.
Boys and girls 400 meters. Please.
He muted you guys on the...
Boys 400 meters. Runner 334.
Samantha, testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. AB,
runner.
Ariel, where you at? Ariel. Testing. Where you at? Testing 1 2 1 2. Where they at, Millie? Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hey, they're about to start the. Hey, they're about to start the. They're about to start 400. Let's go. Yeah. Hey, just start it. Dennis, unmute it. Are we on?
I don't know.
Welcome back. We are here with the 400 about to start. As I said, guys, we're about to start the 400 meter. I believe Rodney Rogers is about to take another first place. My bad, guys. We're on the 4x1. Rodney Rogers taking a big lead.
As he definitely is killing it right now, guys. Definitely the anchor on the squad, taking it home for the boys.
We also have our Cienega girls in the mix. Guys, we have the results here from previous events. Just a minute, guys. We have some technical issues. Okay, guys. We got Sanders, Empire 1, the 4x8 relay by not 9 minutes.
9 seconds. Nine seconds, 45 milliseconds, and 36 of a second.
Cienega won the 4x8, guys. My bad. And Cienega won second place, third place, and Empire took fourth place in the 4x8 race. Yeah, Cienega won with first place, 9 seconds, 7 seconds, 9
9 seconds and 7 milliseconds.
7 milliseconds.
All right, hey, so I'm here, Alec White, member of the Cienega 4x8 team. We had a great night tonight, last race of the year. We had 3 4x8 teams tonight, and I was on the first team. On my team I had Damian Lopez, Walker Tiffany, and Bentley B. And we ended up winning. We had a time of 9:45. 9:07, which is a good time for us. We had a friendly competition with some of the other Cienega teams led by Jake Hall and Connor Tipping, and it was just something fun that we got to do tonight, and just a great overall effort. I was the anchor tonight, which is the last leg in the 4x800, and I ran a 2:07 split. That's my 3rd best time of the year for an 800, so I was very pleased with that. And then we had Jake. He was right behind me the whole time. He was on my tail. He was also the anchor. He came in at 2:08, but I was fortunate. I had a Bentley. He got me the lead, and from there I was just cruising on those last 2 laps. Hopefully, just pushing it hard, and I was glad that we were able to get the victory.
What was your mindset on the 4x8? I know it was tiring, so what were you thinking when you were running it?
Mindset, it's one of those things where you got to go fast, but you can't gas yourself on the first lap of it, because the second lap is just as important as the first lap, so it doesn't matter. You can go really hard that first lap, but if you can't hold on that second lap, your race is trash. So what I was doing is I was just trying to hold a nice consistent pace the whole thing, and then with 200 to go is when I tried to pick it up the most and just finish strong. So that was my mindset there.
Good job.
Thank you.
Proud of you. Represent Cienega.
All right, thank you guys for having me on. It was a pleasure being up here.
No problem.
I'm sure we'll try to do interviews with some of the other seniors later tonight after the race.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you guys.
Have a good night, Alec.
Oh, shit. I'm so sorry.
All right, guys, we're back right now as we just currently watched actually, I don't know if an event went on.
It went with 4x1 with the girls.
Oh, was it? Okay, it was the women's 4x1. Sorry, guys, we were busy congratulating Alec on his great win tonight. Currently, we just seen the 4x1 women's, though. We'll get you guys the results for that event later.
And we want to say thank you for all of our viewers. Shout out to one viewer, Darla Schaller. Thank you for viewing tonight. We are going to take a quick break. We are going to see a little footage from the seniors that we took a couple days ago.
Hello? Okay.
I'm Sam Dupre. I'm a senior, and I run the 800, the mile, and the 4x8.
I'm Abigail Emmerling, and I run the 2 mile, the 1 mile, and the 800, and I'm a senior.
I'm Alec White, and I'm a senior, and I run the 1600 and the 4x800 relay.
I'm Sam Dupre. I'm a senior, and I run the 800, the mile, and the 4x8 relay.
With this being your guys' senior year, is there any pressure on you guys during the events to push yourselves harder, to run better, do anything different from what you've been doing previous years?
I think throughout the years, like starting as a little freshman, you kind of just get this ability to want to do better, and you just kind of, from the coaches and everything, you want to improve yourself and teach yourself something.
I think there's definitely pressure, but it's all about what you put on yourself as well. I think being senior year, you want to make it memorable, but also you got to understand that, it's not just you out there, there's everybody else, so you can't necessarily be focused on the pressure on yourself because there's everybody out there too.
I personally feel more pressure just because I put a lot of pressure on myself. I want to do good and feel good after a race, and I want to make my teammates proud, my parents proud, and the coaches proud. So I put a lot of pressure on myself, but I think to an extent it can be good for yourself.
I think as a team and as being older, it's a good thing to inspire them because they kind of look up to you in a way, and they're like, wow, I want to get to where they are, and it's like you can, and by being there and just being a good team, or being a good, sorry, I messed up. Having good sportsmanship is inspires them.
I think the best way to do it is lead by example because they're freshmen. You can try to tell them what to do, but they don't really want to listen to you. So I think the best thing you can do is just show by the way you go to practice each day and by giving it your best. And I think that's the best way to show them how to do it the right way.
Yeah, they pretty much nailed it. It's just being a good role model, I think. I mean, of course, track is a lot of an individual thing, but giving them some pointers and being a good leader, I think, is very important for the younger ones.
Who do you guys believe is your biggest inspiration on the field or on the track? Do you guys have a specific coach you believe pushes you, or do you guys believe more in self-motivation, pushing yourself?
I think our head coach, our coach, Coach Burnham, is a huge inspiration for all of us, and he pushes us every single day. He is a very personal coach, so he all knows us into a very personal level. He's very tight with us, and he works with us very personally. So, very inspirational. He makes us a very good one, I think.
For parts of the year, for me anyways, it was Zach Deason. He used to run here at Cienega, so he was very familiar with the track program and the cross-country program, and so he was helping out as a little bit as a coach. So I just wanted to make him proud and show him that Cienega's kept improving even though he's not there anymore, and he was one of the best runners that the school's ever seen. So for me, that was a motivating factor, just to show him that Cienega track is still improving.
Yeah. And for me, sometimes it's even just these guys, because they're really good runners, and when I see them and they're my age, and it's man, I can just go for it and just keep pushing and try to keep up with them and do as much as I can, because they're really good runners. But Burnham too, this is my first year working with him, and he's been one of the best coaches I've seen and just experienced, because I can see other coaches and they're great, but Burnham's really good, and he understands us really well too. So
What's probably the most memorable experiences you guys have had with track?
I'm still hoping to have my most memorable experience with track, to be honest. Going to state would be the most memorable experience. And right now our guys 4x8 team is on the cusp of getting to state, so I think if we were to, at the end of the year, in 2 weeks from now, be able to say that we made it to state, I think that would probably be my most memorable moment, so I'm hoping for that.
I don't know. Most memorable. I think just what always sticks is after a race is how you feel afterwards. It's always very memorable. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but I think just the way your teammate treats you after a race, always brings you up and makes you feel better is very memorable, and I appreciate that a lot.
I think it's so hard to pick one single memorable moment, because I have a lot of them, and just anytime I'm hanging out with my teammates is really fun for me. I enjoy that the most, more than placing a certain way, or making a PR is nice, but just hanging out with my teammates is really fun and memorable to me.
Who do you guys face in your next home meet?
I think Empire. We might have one next week. I'm not sure. The coaches are still trying to set another one up next week, so we might. But I think our home meet is 2 weeks from today, actually, against Empire, which was our senior night.
Who's gonna win?
Us for sure.
Okay.
My favorite part about this class is you have a lot of freedom and you can use a lot of your creativity for the projects that we do in this class. Just randomly, I just thought about wearing a suit, and then I thought about the music that could go along to it, and I thought suit and tie would be perfect for it, and so I put it together, and it ended up working pretty well.
I can't wait till I get you on the floor.
That's what I like about this class is you can, like, there's no instructions on how to film or what to film, and you're just free to do or film whatever you want.
My favorite part about being in this class is definitely all of the teamwork it requires and just getting to know people you never thought you'd be friends with.
And we are back, guys. We just currently witnessed I believe it was the
400, I think.
It was the
I believe it's
400? Okay. Just seen that. Preparing for our next event.
300-meter hurdles is about to come up.
Yes.
Yeah, as we can hear the announcer calling all Cienega players to help set up hurdles for the 300 hurdle event. Right now we're about to witness Dakota Poe. Dakota Poe's amazing athleticism currently. He definitely is a star in this event. Definitely, it's gonna much better than the competition around him. I can already predict that he's gonna be winning this matchup currently.
Negative.
Negative?
From Cienega.
Do you have some input to say about that, Savon?
Nope. You know, man, I'm just out here skiing.
Okay, so what event? Okay, this is the hurdles.
We're witnessing the women's 300 hurdle meter dash right now.
Yes.
As Empire is currently taking the lead, I believe, over Cienega with 2 Empire
Cienega's taking the lead.
Cienega is currently taking the lead with 2 Cienega runners and 1 Empire runner, I believe. As the Cienega runner coming strong down the track right now. She's upon the last 100 meters right now. Finishing very strong, getting over these hurdles with almost perfect form. Hasn't tripped over a single one and has had little problems with any of them.
Good.
And as she just crosses the finish line, Cienega winning the race over Empire. Both Empire runners following shortly behind her. Great run by her, and as we can see, the Cienega team taking off the hurdles currently. And I believe we are preparing for the male 300-meter hurdles as they are they weren't taking off. Excuse me, they were raising the hurdles currently. Male hurdles are higher than female hurdles.
This is the event where Dakota Poe will probably more than likely shine in it. He's been good at it all year. #1 hurdle runner on the team.
Boys 400 meters.
Dakota Poe looks like he's ready to go. Let's hope he can take the win.
Let's see another Cienega athlete star.
They're about to set.
Gun is raised.
Set.
And we're off.
They're off.
Dakota Poe firing off the blocks, already gaining a lead upon
First
Cienega
place.
runners. Dang, Dakota really flying through these hurdles like nothing. Complete ease getting over these, not a single problem. Hasn't touched one at all. And it's just a walk in the park for him, guys. He's not slowing down at all in his sprints, getting over the hurdles quite easily. Honestly, he looks like he could be slowing down right now just because of the simple fact he knows that he's winning.
This is second nature to Poe.
Nice stride.
Great stride by Poe. Followed closely behind some Cienega JV runners currently.
And the last 3 are Empire.
Dakota Poe takes first place.
As AJ Pierce trips over his hurdle right now as he's starting to slow down. It looks like he's having some trouble right now, guys.
Seems tired.
But this is not his
Gassed
event.
out.
He's a high jumper. This is just kind of like a side event for him because this meet really doesn't mean a lot to any of the individuals here. This doesn't really help with their state opportunities or anything of that sort. So we're gonna see we're witnessing a lot of runners either do events that they don't typically do. As we get prepared for I believe it's gonna be a second heat for this event. Just another thing, great job by Dakota Poe, guys. What do you guys think?
Yes, Poe is obviously dominating the hurdles. That's his second nature to him. His brother did it, so
His dad especially did it. That's where they got all their genes from.
Athleticism in the genes, guys.
and his mom.
And his mother.
Shout out to Dakota Poe's mom.
Oh yeah, he's my cousin, by the way.
Nice.
Shout out to your cousin. Your auntie.
We're having a fun night, guys. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. It's a chilly night, but watching some good runners right now.
As we're witnessing some of the Cienega players dance on the field right now. Some of them, and as we get off with the second heat of the 300-meter hurdles.
That's Aaron Sauls.
That's Joan and Vigo. That is Joan and Vigo.
Joan and Vigo definitely killing it right now, looking great. Not hitting a single hurdle, but he is kind of slowing up. I feel like the hurdles are kind of intimidating him currently, but
He's slowing down. The Empire runner's coming up behind him.
He
is,
definitely missed a step in one of his hurdles.
Yeah, he is slowing down because he recently had shin splints earlier this week, so he's trying to recover from that.
Looks very nice.
But definitely good form, really good stride, good pickup over the hurdles with ease. Not much.
Last one.
Still with the shin splints or not, he still has a very good lead on the other kids.
Very.
Good job, Jonan. Hats off to you, bro.
Yeah, man.
And we see the Empire runner step over it instead of jumping over it.
Instead of jumping over, you definitely know this is not his event, guys.
He's stopping, he stops, and then he tries to jump over it. And he finishes.
Pretty amusing
job,
to
dude.
watch, guys.
Tired.
Hats off to him for finishing the race at least.
At least he didn't quit. At least he didn't
Yeah.
quit. That's all that
Exactly.
matters.
But definitely, Joni Vigo killing it right now, guys. Especially coming off of shin splints. Shin splints is a hard injury to to continue off of. Especially because it's currently, usually once you get them once, you typically continue to get them because they're microfractures in the bone, which if you run on those, they just increasingly get worse. As we can see, all the Cienega players now cleaning up the hurdles, getting them off the track.
Our next event would be the 800-meter. This will be a 2-lap race. Still a very long race. 2 laps feels like it could be 400 laps.
We still have a little bit of ways to go, guys.
We still got some good action going on.
Yeah, what's up, Miller?
Shout out to Miller for setting this up. He's a big supporter of Bobcat TV. He
Created the program.
Created the program.
Very big impact.
I just
Very
call
big.
him. I'm just gonna call him the video fanatic.
Yes, sir.
And we're
Avid
off.
sports fanatic.
800-meter girls taking off. I believe that's an Empire girl in front.
That is a Cienega athlete in front, leading. And Empire is slowly behind her.
Slowly but surely catching up, guys. Their
Yes.
turnovers are looking a lot quicker, which will eventually get them the lead in the race. But what I believe their strategy right now is to allow the Cienega athlete to take a lot of the wind resistance in. They're just going to draft her and coming up on the last lap. She will slingshot ahead of her. This is a typical strategy for a lot of outdoors track runners because it allows the wind resistance to not be distributed upon them, giving them more energy, and they won't be having to use as much energy during the run.
It looks like the third place girl is trying to take third place women Empire runner is trying to take first place, or maybe even second runner.
Oh God. Now they're coming down to the last lap.
This is where you really got to push it if you're trying to win this race.
Yes.
Definitely a lot of mental game in these kinds of events, guys. You definitely have to be mentally tough because it's very easily to give up and allow yourself to overcome to fatigue and anything else, wind resistance, any of that, and let yourself fall far behind. But it takes a true athlete to really overcome the
Empire takes the lead as Cienega is trailing behind. It's very close. Hopefully,
Making a nice gap in between Empire and Cienega.
seems like every second she's moving ahead of her.
I think Empire will win this one.
Empire definitely increasing the gap upon the Cienega athlete. She's definitely persevering through a lot. And she did really use a lot of what I was telling you guys, the slingshot method. She's just drafting right behind her, allowing her to take up a lot of the wind resistance
Now she's
and
spinning
such,
the
so
last
nothing's
100.
distributed. And now she has full tank of gas, Whereas the Cienega runner is currently gassed out. Her stride isn't as great. Her stride's shortening up, and her turnover is very slow currently, with very little arm movement.
We still
Telling
have,
you how tired she really is.
we still have one last Cienega runner. She's in last place, but she's pushing it really hard. She's finishing. That's all that matters.
It's pretty cold out here, guys. What you think?
It's really cold.
It's freezing, honestly.
Has a little breeze going, you know.
Pretty glad I wore jeans today.
This is Arizona, guys. Why is it cold?
Good question. As we see Cienega's last athlete coming across the finish line. Definitely, hats off to her, guys. She didn't quit. She definitely persevered, definitely ran through. It's easy for a lot of individuals to just quit and jog through, but she definitely is giving her all out right now as she crosses the finish line currently and is being coached up by the coach, hugged up, telling her she did a great job. Good job. Hats off to her. Good job to her.
We're about to get off with the 800 boys now.
And in first, the winning distance of 2016.
Guys, we forgot to introduce one of our key members of the team, Ariel Bailey, one of the basketball players for varsity basketball.
As a sophomore,
As a
to
sophomore.
add that.
She's the laughter of the group.
That is true.
She's very quiet. She seems very quiet on camera, but in real life, she's all happy and smiley.
Thank you, Dante.
No problem. As you can see, she's smiling really big right now.
As we're off with the boys 800, currently Empire runner leading the way. I believe that's going to be Caleb Dusek. I believe he does run the 800. But he may be saving himself for the state tournament coming up, so we may not see him. I am not 100% sure if that's him in front or not.
They're like a huge pack, guys. They're just running in a huge pack.
Yeah, it's because a lot of the runners want to kind of sustain themselves for later on in the race.
Yeah.
They stay together so that they're not wasting too much of their energy, and then they start to gain. Individuals start to fall off.
Caleb Dusek is in the league, I believe. Striding it out.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of the runners are striding out, trying to save their endurance for
The last lap.
the last lap.
Is that I believe that is a Empire runner?
Yeah, it's
In
an
first place
Empire
right now?
Raven in first right now, followed behind.
That is
by
not
Nelda
Caleb
Warren.
Dusek. I believe Caleb Dusek is not running this
I think
event
he's
right now.
saving himself.
Yeah, he's saving himself for the state meet coming
If
up
you,
later
Caleb
in the year.
Dusek is a great runner. You can tell by the last race he ran. He's going to be a competitor in the state finals.
Definitely is going to have college offers for cross country and track. All right, we're good.
All right, guys. They are on their second lap right now.
Currently on the second lap, Empire leading the way, followed closely behind. I believe that's Christian Delgado starting to gain right now. I may be wrong, though. It's kind of hard to see from up here. It's a great distance.
No, but the Cienega runner is coming really fast. He's coming from second. He's coming for third.
Oh,
He's
he
coming for
is
second.
neck to neck with
He's
the
coming for
Empire
second.
runner.
He's
Coming
coming
up
second.
in the
He's trying to
second
go
place
first.
right now, trying to catch the first, but he's not going to. He's gassed out. He gave it all. Hats off to him, guys. That was a great comeback by him. Definitely gave it all. Definitely, you can see.
But our
in
last
the-
Cienega runner is coming up, trying not to be last. Shout out to him.
Hey,
And
he
Empire
passes
finished
it.
last.
Empire
Good
finishes
Cienega.
last,
Good job,
guys.
Cienega.
Oh, scratch that.
Where's
Didn't
that?
see
Oh.
Hobby running right now. As he's coming up on the last race or last lap, finishing strong.
Shout out to him, though. He's finishing strong.
Definitely.
All these runners out here are finishing strong, even in these cold conditions and windy conditions. Half outs to them.
Great run by Cienega. The Cienega really dominating tonight's performance, guys. They really, and it's their homecoming. They're jazzed up. They got a lot of energy. They're definitely, we're coming out here. We're ready to represent the schools. It's pretty sad, though. We couldn't see all of Cienega's top runners, but they are at last chance, trying to seek their opportunity for a state, trying to win state, trying to be known as one of the best runners in all of Arizona.
I believe we're about to get off with the 200-meter dash. We're doing 200-meter dash for boys right now. Aaron Saws might. Is there? Aaron Saws will be running this event. This is a real speedster with Aaron Saws. Football, he's fast. He's a natural born athlete. I believe he runs a 4.640, 4.440, excuse me. So you know he'd be a big factor in this race.
Definitely, guys. He definitely has a really natural sprinter's physique. He is very thin, very toned, great stride, long legs.
Very lengthy.
Very lengthy, which is really good as a sprinter. Allows you to cover more ground with your stride. But Aaron's been running track his all life. Ever since I've known him, I believe he's been running ever since he was small. He's been running with club teams, preparing himself for the next level. He even possibly has some college offers. He's currently a junior right now going to state, which is a huge, huge deal for many athletes. Not even many seniors don't even make it to state, but as a junior, he even made the state, I believe, as a sophomore, or he came up a little short. I'm not 100% on that, but he was definitely one of the top runners in all of Arizona. He runs a 200. His best time for the 200 is a 22:45, which is amazingly great. That is really hard to come across. Not too many people run that. Average, I believe, is around 26, 28, around there. So he's beating that by about 6 seconds or
Aaron is one of the Cienega's elite runners with Poe, Brian, Gio. All those guys are great runners. 4x4 team is unbelievable.
Definitely. They definitely kill a lot of teams in a lot of the events that they run.
Sadly, I don't think we're going to see them tonight.
As they're saving themselves for state.
They're trying to save themselves for state and hopefully they win state for Cienega.
Definitely. Hopefully, we may even broadcast for that game. We aren't 100% for sure on that yet, but we may. As we get started off with the, is this women's?
It's women's 200 right now.
Women's 200 right now. Cienega leading the way.
Last on the straightaway.
Two Cienega runners competing against each other, trying to see great competition between the two, trying to see who's going to overcome each other.
Cienega is all through 1 through 4, and Empire's last.
Definitely. And as I said, Cienega's definitely been dominating in this event.
Now it's the men's. Alright guys, we're about to get started with the 200-meter dash.
The boys 200-meter dash.
See how that
goes.
goes.
We're definitely going to see Christian Poe, sorry about that, guys. Dakota Poe and Aaron Sauls really compete in this event. They're both great runners, both highly skilled athletes, and we'll see, and there will be a great competition between the two. If we do see them tonight, we're not 100% sure if they're running this event or not, because we had, before the meet, received word that they are not running their typical events.
They're trying to let other players step up, see what they can do. The players behind Aaron and Dakota are going to be the leaders of the track team. So why not give it a shot before you go to state?
Definitely. Doesn't look like we'll be seeing Dakota Poe in this event, as he is on the far right corner of the field talking with teammate Jonan Vigo. I believe that might be the last we see of Dakota tonight, guys. But we did get a great view of his athleticism in the 300 hurdle.
He killed it in the hurdles. In 300, 110s, all of it. And they're off. And I believe it's Rodney coming off fast.
Oh my gosh, Rodney blazing speed right now, guys.
All these guys. Oh, the Empire guys coming up quick.
Empire coming up. Empire overtaking Rodney neck to neck right now, guys. But it looks like Empire's definitely overtaking it. His turnover is definitely much quicker. Rodney catching up very slowly but surely, and Rodney's not able to do it. Empire will finish first in this race, followed behind Rodney, another Cienega runner, and Devon Hall from Empire.
There will be a second heat for the 200-meter dash for boys.
Great job by Rodney. Rodney's only, I believe, a sophomore?
He's a sophomore.
As a sophomore, guys, competing with the senior from Empire. Great job by him. Definitely a natural, also another natural athlete. Really good build for it. And as a sophomore, you already know he has a lot of room for development. He's going to hone his skills, and come senior year, we're going to be seeing a whole nother animal.
If Rodney can get a solid, good couple inches on him and get even faster, he will be a dangerous runner. Not just a runner, but also a football player. Rodney also plays football. He's a great athlete, great overall, good student, good person.
I almost thought he was going to take that race right there. He was coming out right behind the Empire runner, but
it looked for
he started to slow down a little bit. Empire runner was just a little too strong, able to endure more. Definitely really quick turnover, but he's built like he's a beast, man.
It also comes down to experience. Rodney just started doing high school track last year, and it's his second year doing it. This has been the senior that's been doing it for a while, so he probably has more experience than Rodney. I do not believe we're going to see Aaron Sauls as I see him talking to Rodney Rogers. So, again, Aaron's probably saving up for state, so he's going to let other young guys step up to the plate.
As I see Rodney jogging over to the Empire Raven, Devon Hall. Gonna have a few words with him, telling him great job. As we prepare for the second heat of the, I believe that's the women's 100 meter or 200 meter dash, excuse me. Currently at the, believe it's a JV that's gonna be running right now.
And they're off. Whoa. I believe this is a Cienega runner. He's coming out the gates fast. That's Brian.
Oh, dang. Brian coming out the gates fast, guys. Murdering everybody. Oh,
Brian,
my gosh.
Brian didn't even hesitate. Brian took it automatically.
Brian really took it to the runners in this event, man. Great. Hats off to him. As a short as a man he is, he was definitely turning it up.
All right, guys. I believe the next event will be the 2-mile race. This is an 8-lap race, guys. Yes, you heard me right. It's an 8-lap race. This is going to be really, really long. As we see the Cienega Bobcats standing together.
Coming together for a nice homecoming picture. As we currently see everybody cleaning up everything right now.
It's a senior recognition to show that we appreciate our seniors for all that they've done for us. Shout out to the seniors.
As we set up for our senior athletes on the field, I'd like to have everybody's attention directed to the center.
As we see the seniors lining up in the front, getting their recognition for all 4 years that they put in hard work for this team, really building a foundation for the younger individuals, allowing them to see what a true runner needs to be. As we're going to stand up and clap for our seniors as they represented Cienega for all 4 years, showing off their talents. Great job for them. Shout out to them.
The seniors have gave all they have for the past 4 years. Paved the way for all of us, showing us what they can do, what they can't, like young kids can do, how to develop their technique, how to be better in running.
A lot of people don't understand the emotional toll that this takes on you. Knowing that this is your last meet, this is the last time you're ever going to step onto this track, run for this track, you really have to understand the emotional toll that they're feeling right now. Me, as a senior this year, I know after my last game, it was probably one of the most emotional events in my entire life, knowing that I will never play another down on this football field. But I was glad I got to experience the experiences I had. And as we're clapping for our great senior athletes right now, first up, Abigail Emery. Definitely a great runner, really smart girl, good person to be around, really funny. And she was also in the introduction that we had or played for you guys earlier.
Next up, we have
Christian Delgado being represented right now.
He's a great distance runner. He's cross country. He runs fast. I'm in ROTC with him. He's a great leader and a great role model for us.
Jake Hall coming up next. He's a really great guy. I've had him in a few of my classes. Really smart, really quiet though. He kind of just keeps to himself, lets his actions speak for him. Not much of a spoken man, but hats off to him. Connor Tipping being represented right now. And last but not least, Alec White.
Alec White has paved the way for also Bobcat TV, not just track, but Bobcat TV. We wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for Alec.
Yeah.
He's dedicated his 4 years of high school to this program. Mr. Miller molded him, paved the way for him, and you saw him earlier. He's a great kid. Congrats, seniors.
Good job, guys. Another successful year.
I mean, here EJ Walker.
Let's hear EJ walk. Jumping onto the big bike.
Miller's laughing, but inside he's pretty proud of Alec, of what he's done. He's paid a great kid with him, and Abby.
Great job to all those individuals. Great individuals, really strong-minded, really paved the way for this program.
Now, guys, we'll be skiing set for 1300. We'll be taking a break. We'll be right back.
3200. First report call, boys and girls, 3200.
My favorite part about this class is you have a lot of freedom and you can use a lot of your creativity for the projects that we do in this class.
Just randomly, I just thought about wearing a suit, and then I thought about the music that could go along to it, and I thought suit and tie would be perfect for it, and so I put it together, and it ended up working pretty well.
I can't wait till I get you on the floor.
That's what I like about this class is you can, like, there's no instructions on how to film or what to film, and you're just free to do or film whatever you want.
My favorite part about being in this class is definitely all of the teamwork it requires and just getting to know people you never thought you'd be friends with.
Welcome back, guys. We're getting ready for the 3200.
As it is started, I believe it's male and female 3200. This is a 8 lap race, guys. These are individuals that really love to run, because if you're going to sit here and run 8 laps,
You got to have the greatest endurance of your life in this race.
definitely. I get tired just running one. I'm ready to pass out and kind of take a nap after one.
If
But
I was in this race, I would be walking. I'm
Definitely.
so serious. This will take a toll on me real quick.
Definitely. This is definitely one of the harder events in track. You really, really have to be mentally tough, because coming up onto that 5th lap, you really start to feel it. Your legs getting weak.
I believe they get weak after the second and a half lap.
Legs weak, arms are heavy.
The arms start. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you start getting really tired after the second half lap, because you start feeling like the pressure being on you, trying to keep up.
Definitely. And then with the wind resistance, your throat's going to be burning. You're going to have to
and
really focus on your breathing. It's going to be a lot through the nostrils, out through the mouth.
It's really chilly out here too, so that could be a part of the factor. But Cienega's in the lead, Empire's second.
Currently, all Cienega runners doing a really good job right now. Empire runner doing a great job. Good turnover, really good arms movement. Good job by them.
They're on the second lap right now.
As we can see, one of our commentators, EJ Walker, down on the field.
Running like he has it's nobody's business.
Definitely not as athletic as these individuals running these 8 laps right now.
Fun fact, EJ actually played football for 1 year. And for a big guy, I've seen him run outside the classroom, and that boy can move.
For a big guy.
Yeah. But back to the race. We have the Cienega leader still in first place, and Empire still in second. Another Cienega racer, runner in the 3rd place. Then 4th place is Cienega. 5th place, I really can't tell. He's wearing a gray T-shirt.
Caleb Levins, as we hear from Mr. Miller.
Caleb Levings in 5th place.
Here's the corrected result for the boys 800 meters. In 4th.
All right, guys, we would like to take this time while the race is going on with all these laps to thank one of our sponsors, Lieber Orthodontist. If you need to go get your braces, go to Lieber Orthodontist. Great place. I went there, fixed my teeth right up. And Vale Family Dentistry, right next to Lieber. So if you need to get your teeth whitened, great place to go.
Have you been, Dante?
I have not, because I've been dealing with my braces issues, and I was in Texas the last time I got my teeth cleaned. So I'm probably going to go to it in a couple more weeks to get my teeth cleaned. You got to stay fresh for the ladies, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And if you need to go do physical therapy, go to Momentum Physical Therapy.
I went there when I tore my meniscus, and they do a great job, guys. They're really experienced. They know what they're talking about. I recovered from my meniscus pretty quickly. They had me up and running within about accumulation of, I believe, 4 weeks or so, and that's not typical. Typically, it takes a lot longer for a meniscus to heal. But
did you go to Dr. Ending?
I did not go to Ending.
Dr. Ending is one of our good doctors for Cienega High School. He takes care of everybody that has an injury, a serious injury. Make sure you're all fixed up and ready to go for your athletic sports. If you need to go see a doctor for a sports injury or any type of injury at all, he's the guy to fix you up.
What's really cool about Indy is that a lot of doctors would be too timid to allow athletes to get back to the game. The athletes could be 100%. The doctors just based off of safety rules and regulations, they will hold an athlete back. Dr. Indy kind of takes it into his own hands and allows the athlete to tell him if they believe they're ready, then for the most part he will allow them to get back to the game. Shout out to him. He helped me with I had 3 broken hands throughout the season. Helped me cast up each one of them, allowed me to play with each one of them. Shout out to him. Also shout out to Dina Kantawi, Cienega's athletic trainer. She's definitely one of the best athletic trainers in the state. Has a sports medicine degree, or no, a master's degree in sports medicine.
Also, her husband is a trainer at University of Arizona, so there's sports medicine family in there. She also has 2 kids, I believe.
Yeah, it's 2. Great woman, helped me a lot throughout the year.
As we see the Cienega running coming back in first, still in first, Empire still in second, creating a gap.
Between a lot of the individuals, they're definitely Cienega runner really hasn't slowed down at all. Nice stride. He's maintained the same turnover he's had. Really good arm movement. You can see he's panting a little bit with the way his back is expanding, but I believe he's maintaining very well.
As we have EJ Walker coming back up to the booth.
Never mind, guys.
Thank you, EJ Walker.
He's currently tired, from what we understand. As we see Jay Call running across the
He is tired from
field
commentating, guys.
As we see these men run 8 laps around the track.
I'm just tired of watching it. I'm not even sure how they're still how they're not tired at all.
Exactly. As we can see some of the Empire men heading out. I believe that's Gabe Martin for Empire. Great runner. Or actually, I believe he's a long jumper. Let me check the stat sheet real quickly to make sure I'm correct. Yes, sir. He is a triple jumper. We didn't get to field we didn't have enough individuals to field the field events, but what I believe did great. He outranks our triple jumper for Cienega. He beats him by a distance of 4 feet, I believe.
4 feet is.
No. Yeah. No, 5 feet. Take that back. 5 feet, guys.
Even better.
Exactly. Who in the Cienega athlete that does the triple jump is Nathan Miko.
Nathan Miko's not here today. He's currently sick. Hope he feels better. But he is a good triple jumper.
Definitely an athlete.
Yes, he is.
Very big too.
He's 6 foot, 200 pounds. Play ball. I know that.
He's a very good running quarterback. He can scramble well. Has a good field of vision.
Hopefully that he can bring that to the team next year as we continue to build on our team. Hopefully we will make it to playoffs next year.
As we're currently watching the Empire Ravens play football in the middle of the field.
Are they really?
Yeah. Some of the individuals practicing for a relay.
I don't know. Empire football is
Division 3.
Division 3?
Yep.
I wouldn't mind playing them.
No,
Homecoming
we've been trying to set that game up ever since I was a freshman, maybe even before that, but we've never been able to accomplish that.
They're like the baby brothers of Cienega.
Definitely, they're definitely looked after in our shadows, but not too many people agree with that. Empire kids believe that they're better. Cienega kids believe they're better.
Even the varsity quarterback says they're as good as us. Shout out to him, boy. Cienega's waiting.
Cienega's waiting.
We've been waiting.
Currently, the Cienega runner is still leading the pack. Hasn't really slowed down much.
He has a good solid 100 yards,
Yep.
100 meters on the guy. Other than Empire runner.
As
and
the
I believe the
Cienega player is looking to overcome the Empire runner. Doing really good right now, really picking up his stride, really getting his arm movement going as the Empire runner is kind of dragging behind. You can tell his calves are getting tight. His turnover is little to none right now. He's just kind of moving and dragging his legs along.
You got to keep a steady pace in this race. If you don't, you're going to end up doing bad. But as the Cienega front runner is running, he's been keeping the same pace the whole time. And Cienega, second place, just lapped third place. They got one more lap.
Oh, one more lap, guys. As Cienega leads it with Empire following pretty closely behind. Empire starting to close the gap. So with two Cienega individuals leading the pack with the Empire runner in third place.
Cienega's about to take another Cienega runner's about to take over.
Lead
first place.
change. Empire.
He's striding it out.
Is that Empire or Cienega? Can you tell?
It's Cienega.
It's Cienega? Okay.
He's striding it out.
taking the lead again.
He's striding it out, and he's gonna finish strong.
The individual that was holding the lead throughout the entire match, he's beginning to get tired. His turnovers little to none. He's running kind of similar to the Empire kid right now. He's really gassed. Arm movement's not very good right now. He's just moving his shoulders, which isn't really going to help. It doesn't help really expand the back, doesn't help expand the lungs. And in events like this, arm movement is key. You got to really open up the lungs, allow a lot of your oxygen flow to come through. If you're shortening up your arm movement, shortening up the shoulders,
The
you're
front runner
definitely
here,
not
you
going to
can
get as
tell
much
he's striding out,
oxygen.
moving his arms really good, cheeky chic, making sure he's finishing the race. He's finished the race by at least 100 meters.
More than 100 now.
Yeah, but shout out to
Hats off to him. Good job.
Yeah.
Little celebratory lean at the end.
I
The
would be
Cienega runner's coming up to finish it right now, followed behind Empire with about a 40-yard distance.
Shout out to all the racers, guys, because
8 laps, that's a lot.
that's a lot. I don't know how they can do it, but they can, and it's pretty great to watch. As we see the Empire runner finishing out strong.
Hats off to him, guys. Really persevering through the end.
This message goes to all participating athletes from Cienega, Empire.
As the last Empire runner was looking to finish it. Girls start their run. Empire leading the way currently.
Also events. Again, all participating athletes.
As you can see, he's really tired. Arm movement's little right now. He's not really. I don't believe he's really focused on the race. He's kind of looking around at the other individuals, believing he may be currently getting having a possibility of being overlapped.
As we're joined back by Teddy Bryant.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm back. Sorry about that.
As we're being joined on by
Dennis.
Dennis.
Hey, nice to be here.
What's up, Dennis? How's it going, bro?
He's going great. A lot of great athletes out here today. Got to interview Aaron, Dakota.
Oh, Aaron, Dakota, nice.
Yep.
Got to meet Aaron Souls, Dakota Poe, Jonah Vigo, and Rodney Rogers.
Good interviews, guys. All really top competitors for Cienega. Definitely. I know Aaron and Dakota are state qualifiers. I'm not sure if Rodney's
Rodney's a state qualifier
Rodney
for
is.
the 4x400, I think.
Nice. Relay, right?
Relay, yeah.
Yeah, good job.
That 4x team is unreal.
Yeah, they're
The 4x1 is
insane.
just definitely unreal, man. They just have amazing speed, good agilities on the turns and everything, man. It's just a great team.
It's probably one of Cienega's best, honestly.
They have gotten first in almost every single one of their meets, so it's not surprising they're state qualifiers.
I believe they won like silver last weekend or gold last weekend in the 4x1.
That's first.
So I'm pretty sure they have to go through something and then go to nationals for the 4x100, but we haven't got any information on that yet, so we'll let you guys know.
As we see the Empire running finishing strong.
As he finishes the race right now. Oh, coming across the finish line right about now.
And we have the Empire girl finishing last, but finishing strong. She's got one more 100 meter to go. Let's see if she can finish hard. As she's picking up the pace.
As you can hear the Empire crowd cheering on the Raven right now, looking to cross her last lap in the finish. Doing a good job. She's really pushing through, guys. Really had a second win throughout the last 100 meter. Good job. The crowd really getting hyped over that particular individual. As we see Derek Summers' sister. one of the other individuals that was a key member in Bobcat TV. One of the first. She's actually distance, or not. Sorry about that. She is.
We're about to get ready for the 4x4 relay. Girls. Yes, Steve. What's your name again? My bad.
I'm Jillian.
Jillian? Okay. All right, guys. I'm joined by Jillian Summers. So tell me, what's track like?
Oh, it's so much fun. I love being in track. This is the only sport I do all year, and I absolutely love it. Like, I really don't want to do any other sport, and this is kind of like my area, so.
So it's like second nature to you, honestly.
It kind of is, yeah. Last year was my first year throwing, but I've loved it. It's just become like a habit.
What events did you do today?
I was doing shot put and discus today.
What was your farthest distance on both of those?
I believe my farthest in shot put was 24:10.
Nice.
So I PR'd in shot put, and in discus it was 63 something. So.
Nice. So what's so fun about these track meets that you love so much about it?
I love how much of a team we are. I mean, we're all individual. It's not a team sport like football is, or basketball is, but I feel like we're so connected together.
Right.
Like the throwers are on a completely separate field than the distance and the sprinters are most of the time, but we get to like all be this one big family, and it's awesome. I make so many more friends than I could ever imagine. Like, I talk to so many more people.
So are you going to train to get better after track is over?
I plan on it. I plan on all summer just trying to do as many throws as I can, get out here, do a bunch of drills, do a lot of conditioning.
Try to be the best you can be, right?
Exactly.
Gotta prove that you're one of the Cienega's best. So, your brother Derek Summers, he was in Bobcat TV, right?
He was sort of in Bobcat TV. He was kind of like an honorary member, yeah.
Have you ever thought about doing Bobcat TV?
I am in Bobcat TV. I'm the president.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm new to it. My bad. So, what's so great about Bobcat TV compared to track?
Oh, I love being in Bobcat TV because I'm a techie nerd, like all the way. I love all of the wires and all of the soundboards and just all the new technology we bring in all the time. And we get to come and watch all the sports events. We get to be out here. We get to feel like a part of this. I mean, we're not a part of the team,
like
but
you're a part of the family of athletics.
Exactly, and I love like being able to bring the games and the events and everything to the people who can't come, because I know when my brother played football, I had a bunch of aunts and uncles who live in Ohio.
Right.
So they couldn't come out here and watch the games, so they would always watch our live stream.
Right. So, in being president, what's the most difficult thing you can do?
Just trying to keep everything organized, because of like watching from the sidelines for the past year, it's just been, I never noticed like how much actually needs to be done. Like, you have to handle all the finances and just planning out everything.
Like planning out trips to Phoenix and all that.
Exactly. And we're doing our upcoming fundraiser, and so that's just taken way more thought than I thought it would. But
can you tell me about the fundraiser?
The fundraiser is our lip sync battle.
Okay.
And it's our annual lip sync battle. We started it last year. It's $2 pre-sale. We haven't started pre-selling tickets yet, and it's going to be $3 at the door. It's on May 17th, and we have a whole list of songs. They're oldies and goodies, and they're new ones, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some seniors, some freshmen. We're going to have a couple teachers maybe go up there and do some lip syncs, and we're going to let the audience decide who the winner is at the end.
All right. Thank you for coming.
Of course,
and
thank you.
We hope to see the 4x4 see Cienega take it.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, guys, we're starting the 4x4. See Cienega's in the lead.
All right, I'm back, guys. Good interview with Julia.
All right, guys, we see Cienega taking the lead as Empire is trailing behind him.
This is currently the last event, guys. This is the 4x4, I believe, right?
4x4 relay.
Okay. With girls and boys, as I believe that is Jacqueline Martin running for the Empire Ravens female.
And Sierra Zach right behind her.
Yes, ma'am. Or sir. Sorry about that, bro.
No problem.
Oh, Dennis, you're joining us today?
Yeah, I'm
all right,
joining
cool,
you
bro.
guys.
Dennis is here with us,
that
guys.
is.
That's Connor Tipping, I believe, is in the front.
He has very long strides. It looks like he's able to get past a lot of defenders. My bad, guys. I'm in football terms right now.
I was about to say, it's definitely not football.
Runners, the runners. You get a lot of runners right now. My bad, guys. That was my bad. My bad.
It threw me back. I was like,
oh, wait, that's Christian Delgado. That is
Yep.
Christian Delgado. He is a very speedster runner, but he can run long distance, as you can tell from the previous race.
Definitely not slowing off after two long, very long laps. He's still maintaining a very good speed, handing the baton off to Jake Hall, who is going to continue the Cienega lead right now as the Empire Ravens are coming up to hand theirs off. I believe that's Abby coming up on her last lap, ready to hand it off as she is currently beating the Empire runner.
Cienega boys have a big lead on Empire. It doesn't seem like nobody can catch them. There's an easy 100-yard that the Empire has to catch up.
Dang, look at, who is that? The Empire runner? Oh no. Jake Hall coming in right now. Doing a great job maintaining a wonderful speed. No slow up by him at all.
As Alex
preparing to take the handoff from him. You can see Alec ready, beginning to...
As he runs his probably last 4x1.
As he's beginning to take off right now. Great exchange by them as Alec takes off right now on his last 4x4, 4x1 relay right now. 4x4? Oh, my bad. Excuse me, guys. 4x4.
It's been a long night, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that. As Alex takes off right now, preparing, and he's already killing his first lap. He's just murdering it right now. Is that Caleb Dusek behind him? Trying to catch up right now?
They are running really...
That may be. I don't know. These runners are doing a good job right now, though, guys. Really good turnover, long strides, good arm movement. Really just killing this track right now.
It looks like Cienega is taking the lead.
By a long margin of about 100 meters.
Alex on his last 100 in Cienega's track and field. Let's see if he can finish out strong for his senior year.
Great job by Alec as Burton holding up the time, getting ready to cross the finish line in a few seconds right now for his last one. And Alec White crossing the finish line to sum up Cienega's season right now. Good job by them.
Alec finishing out his senior year. Shout out to him. Good job, Alec.
As the Empire runner is seeking motivation from his teammates. Sorry about that, guys. Had a little slumber right there. As the Cienega female looking to finish the race right now, followed behind Empire. Empire catching her really quickly, guys. She's really just trying to kill it right now, giving out all she's got. You can tell she has shin splints, guys, with the braces she's wearing on her right shin right now. That's amazing that she's running with that. And she closed the gap completely between her and the Cienega runner. Good job by her.
Very good job. Well, guys, it's been a great track meet. A really great track meet.
Especially since it was Cienega's last one, we had a lot of energy out here. Too bad we didn't get to see a lot of the seniors because they're at their last chance meet, looking for their state opportunity. But you know what? Hats off to Cienega. They really came out, really competed, and dominated a lot of the events today.
Yeah, guys. Shout out to the seniors. Thank you so much
for building the foundation that you have.
Gabe, thank you for coming out, helping Bobcat TV out, supporting Bobcat TV.
Thank you, Dante.
And congratulations on your scholarship from Texas.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Benny.
Does mean a lot,
when
bro.
did this happen? Congratulations.
Thanks, bro. Thank you.
All right. This is Bobcat TV, and we're signing off.